Hey there, it's me. I'm gonna be watching the second Mario movie trailer that's just dropped. So it's only been out for about an hour. Figured I'd watch it and do the reaction thingy. So here goes. Just straight into it. Yeah, it's gonna be short. I'll share thoughts about it as well.
Hello everyone, I'm Shigeru Miyamoto from Nintendo. Today, I'm excited for you all to see the second trailer for the
I kind of have mixed feelings about this movie. So we'll see how this second trailer.
We released in October was seen by lots and lots of people around the world.
We'll see how this second trailer makes me feel.
Supporting this movie. It's almost finished, and I'm not supposed to say anything else about it.
Almost finished.
Let's introduce our special guests.
Thank you, Miyamoto-san. It's my pleasure to introduce Anya Taylor-Joy, the incredible actor who voices Princess Peach in our movie.
I thought they were going to do more corporate stuff, and I was going to talk over it, you know, because this part is just, let's face it, shareholder stuff that
on the big screen.
We don't really care about.
Brings another dimension to this character, whether she's leading her toads or going head-to-head.
Yeah, I just hope we get to see Charlie Day as Luigi today, aside from the one-liner from last time.
Hello Nintendo Direct and Mario fans from all over the world. We are just moments away from seeing Princess Peach for the very first time, and I personally could not be more excited. I hope that you enjoyed the movie as much as I enjoyed working on it. Here we go.
Thank you very much, Anya-san. I've been looking forward to this since the casting process.
I mean, that was very to the point.
I'm also looking forward to this person's performance. Playing Donkey Kong is Seth Rogen.
I'm Seth Rogen, and for my entire life, I've been
I'm sorry.
the worlds created by Miyamoto-san. In fact, my dog is named Zoe. Ever since I was a kid playing Play Choice 10, I remember looking at Mario Brothers.
Honestly, out of the casting, I think Seth Rogen and Jack Black are probably the ones that are the most excited about their roles. Genuinely.
Thanks, Seth-san.
I'm sure Chris Pratt is to some extent, but I mean visibly, and just in terms of how much they're in nerd culture. Yeah. Oh, here we go. I'm still not used to this face, dude.
Alright. Let's go.
Oh my god, okay.
Not sure if you know who I am, but I'm about to rule the world.
Wow, yay.
But there's one problem. There's a human, has a mustache, just like you.
Do you think I know every human being with a mustache wearing an identical outfit with a hat with the letter of his first name on it? Because I don't.
Yeah, that's Charlie Day.
Together, we are going to stop that monster.
How? Look at us. We're adorable.
Oh, I got this. No problem.
Yes! Come on, Mario! Our big adventure begins now!
Ah! Get it off, get it off, get it off!
There's a huge universe out there with a lot of galaxies. They're all counting on us. No pressure.
Yeah, that's soon.
How was that? It looks like we'll be able to see
Okay,
a new side
so-
of Princess Peach, played by Anya-san.
Let's
Donkey
let's
Kong is
unpack
there
it
too.
bit by bit. I'll
It's been
scroll
over
through
40 years since
the
release
video
of the
timeline
original Donkey Kong
once
game,
Miyamoto's
which
done
was
talking,
also my debut title.
and
We've also changed
I'll
his
I'll
design
share my
for the first
thoughts.
time since he became a 3D
But
model
right now I'm
of
like
the
trying
original
to
Donkey
collect
Kong
them
Country
in a
game.
concise
Some of
manner.
you may have noticed, but for this movie, we seized the opportunity to give him a comical personality and design reminiscent of the original character. What do you think?
But I mean, all the designs are different.
I hope you're all looking forward to the Super Mario Bros. Movie. Thank you.
Okay, so let's unpack this. I mean, I muted it as well. Blah, 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 blah. Starts about here. Okay. So, I muted it, and I'll play it, and I'll talk about it now this time. So, my thoughts about Chris Pratt as Mario haven't changed. You get to hear a little bit more of his voice this time, and it sounds less like Linda from Bob's Burgers, but I don't know. Like, okay, here's the problem. Wait. Here's the problem with the Mario voice. It's really hard to think who could do a better job of this. And on stream, we've talked about this quite a bit and trying to come up with an alternative. And a lot of the time, it's just, you can't really think about who would do a better job other than Charles Martinet, right? Because his voice is just so iconic to it. I mean, dude, it's been like almost 30 years since he's been doing it, right? And no matter what, no matter who they cast, it's always going to be just, this person is just trying to do a Charles Martinet impersonation. Now, that's not to say Chris Pratt was doing that, right? But he definitely, at times, doesn't sound like, I don't know, he's trying to do a different character, if that makes sense. The best way I can put it is, and other people have said this as well, is there are other voice actors that whilst they're probably still going to have that same uphill battle in terms of getting people to be used to thinking, oh, this is Mario's voice. At the very least, from a voice acting perspective, they're better. I don't know, like, one of my suggestions, I thought Ryan Reynolds would be good for this, and someone brought up Seth MacFarlane, you know, apologies if I don't remember who, but that's also a good option because he's a very talented voice actor. I mean, you know, Family Guy memes aside, right? Like, the dude knows how to voice act and sing and a bunch of other stuff, so. Anyway, not to dwell on that too much. Didn't really get to hear much of Donkey Kong, aside from a grunt. I would have loved to have heard what Seth Rogen sounded like. It looks like there's going to be stuff from the Donkey Kong universe, which I guess really good to see. Probably not to the extent of Kremlins, as I would imagine, unless Microsoft's really nice, won't be part of it. Disappointment number one, all the Toads don't have the same voice. I noticed that, so that's, I think, whilst, yeah, it might be obvious, it would have been hilarious. I'm a little disappointed in that. I mean, Luigi's just Luigi, right? Like, his character seems to be on point for who he is. And hearing Charlie Day, yeah, I mean, I like Charlie Day as an actor, and I think it's a good fit. There's just, here's the thing that I'm gathering from this, from a plot perspective. Let me just get a scene of the brothers. So, whilst Luigi seems to be playing the character that, you know, we're used to, Mario isn't playing the character we're used to. From what we're seeing here, this seems to be like an Origins movie. And it might be well before Mario is competent, because it seems that he's just a buffoon in the movie. If you notice how the trailer's cut up, it's just, so Luigi's being Luigi, that's fine. But Mario, he's just clumsy. He's just kind of going around this new world, and he's, I guess, tripping over things, getting stuff stuck on his face, just, you know, very comedic stuff that's very reminiscent of Minions, right? Mario is the minion in this movie. And it's kind of weird because typically, right, it's Mario is the almighty and, you know, very athletic and just jumps around and gets stuff done. There's never been a semblance of comedy in his games where, you know, he's falling over and tripping over stuff as he's doing this. It's never been part of his character. So it's kind of funny to see this, because it's like, let's say this is 30 years ago, canonically. In 30 years, Mario becomes athletic and competent, and Luigi is still more or less scared. Just doesn't grow. It's just, yeah, no, I am who I am, right? Can't change it. And Princess Peach, on the other hand, like, she reverts. You know, she goes from, as she's presented in this movie, right? Very strong and independent, and that's fair enough. There's nothing wrong with it, right? I think it's fine. But with how she's portrayed in the video games, she is not that. Aside from maybe the DS games, she's never really had this personality. And I think it's good that she has this. Yeah, it's fine. The whole cliche of the princess needing rescuing, it's old, right? But it's very different, I guess. That's the thing. Like, when you look at this, that was the only thing I can think was, I mean, unless Mario's going to become competent, but then, of course, Princess Peach has to become incompetent. It's weird. It's kind of in a weird place. So, I don't know. I know that they needed the comedic relief character, but I feel like it being Mario, it might be a bit strange. So, I don't know. Call it overthinking, but that's just what was crossing my mind when I was watching this was, Mario seems to be the minion of this movie. He's like, yeah, he's a hero, but he's incompetent, more or less. And it could just be that, again, this is an origin story, but then it just makes everything that the game set, I guess, a bit strange. If the games are truly something that come after this, you know, Mario grows as a person, and then everyone else just kind of either stays the same or they just revert, you know? Or maybe Bowser just becomes more sinister. I don't know. But that was my thought on it, more or less. It's not really good. It's not really bad. I think this movie is going to be okay. I've been trying to lower my expectations of it, but, you know, Mario is something that I grew up with, right? Like, I mean, the Sonic movie was easier to, I guess, disconnect from it because I didn't grow up with Sonic games. But this, I mean, I've had the games, and not just that, you know, the Bing Bing Wahoo coming from a different person all my life. So it's kind of interesting. That's why I'm a bit more invested in this one. So we'll see. It's not that far away. It's interesting. Some of the other stuff that's come up about this movie is that it's going to be a really short one. And if that's the case, that kind of leans more towards the rumor that the test screenings of this movie did not go well. So, I don't know. We'll see. I'm keeping an open mind. I'll probably go see it. But yeah, depends when it releases. Probably Easter, so it'll most likely be a watch for me. But that's it. Let me know what you thought. I don't know. Maybe I was overthinking it a little, but yeah. Thoughts to wrap it up. Chris Pratt's voice still, I'm not sold on it still. But yeah, that's always going to be, that's the most difficult thing to accept, I think. Just not having Charles as the voice. But other than that, you know, Luigi being Luigi, Charlie Day doing a good job. Didn't get to hear much Donkey Kong. I like the direction of Princess Peach. It's just very weird contrast given the premise of the video game. So if this is going to be Princess Peach moving forward, cool. I mean, that's fine. And they should have given the Toads all the same voice. That's all I'm going to close on. Alright. Let me know your thoughts if you have any on the movie. And yeah, thanks for watching. Okay, bye. Like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. Alright, see ya.